Welcome to the Seller Roundtable e-commerce coaching and business strategies with Andy Arnott and Amy Wees.
So one question I have is, what about as we move, some of us might have gotten insurance when we first started, and we've added a lot of products since then, and maybe not in different categories, but maybe so in different categories. What should we be asking our insurance agent as far as making sure that we're covered if something goes on with one of those products? So is there a chance that I could be covered for one of my products, but not for another?
I think the best thing to do in that situation would be to email your broker, your insurance broker, a list of the products so that you've given that to them. Because as an insurance agent and broker, they're licensed. For Australia, we're licensed with ASIC, and we have to meet, there's a whole lot of requirements in terms of insurance due diligence to make sure that we disclose to the insurance company. So if you disclose to your broker or your agent a list of everything that you've got, and you say, please forward this through to the insurance company, that is you showing due diligence. And should anything happen and you have a copy of that email and all the information, particularly make sure your turnover's updated as well, Amy. So the main things to country of manufacture, the product types, and your turnover. They're the three main things that your insurer is going to want to know as an umbrella. And if they require more information, they're going to ask for it. In other words, if you say my products are all made in India, the USA, and China, they're going to say, okay, cool. Just give us a turnover split on that.
And when you're talking about a turnover, you're specifically talking about sales, like where those sales are taking place. So if 50% of my products are made in the US, but it's 100% turnover in the US, and 50% are made in China, so I've got to tell them US and China with 100% turnover in the US. And then I do have some that are sold in all of North America. Even though they're fulfilled by Amazon, I have a North American unified account. So many are sold in Canada and Mexico. But they probably need to know that, like less than 10% turnover is Mexico and Canada, right?
Exactly. Yes, that's right. And you forward all of that through to your insurance agent. So once you have sent that email, right, because you have the insurance policy with the insurer, your broker or your agent is the intermediary. They make things easy, Andy, in the event of your fire. You know how you said, oh my goodness, everything got organized for me. I didn't have to sit there, waiting, pushing number 5, telling my story over and over. I mean, goodness me, once you've had a claim once like that, you'd never go direct. In Australia, a lot of people, direct insurers were coming out, you can insure with us direct. But a lot of people who are wise realize, no, it's so much better doing it with a broker. And by the way, you don't pay any more because the insurance company just pays the broker for bringing the client to them, instead of them spending all those tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars on television advertising and all their email advertising. They love brokers because the broker just brings them the person straight up, signed up. They don't have to sort of work through them. So Amy, everything you said there was exactly correct. That sort of information, when you disclose that through to your insurance broker or agent, they then are required by law to pass that on to the insurance company. And the insurance company will take all of that, put it into the system, and in most cases, adjust your policy very little. Because sometimes people they get scared and they, oh goodness, my turnover, it's gone up from 100,000 a year to 200, or from 200 to 500,000 a year. Oh, how's that going to affect the insurance? And the first thing I say to them is, what a good problem to have, right? That's great. It's gone from here to here. I said, the next thing is it doesn't cost double the money for double the cover. In fact, it's not 25% more, it's not 20, it's usually a very small increase comparative to the amount that your turnover has gone up or the amount of cover that you wanted. I had a person who said to me, I don't want 1 million US cover, I want 10 million US cover. They've got a lot of products and a lot of different things. They wanted to make sure they were covered properly. I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be a massive, I knew it wouldn't be 10 times the price of 1 million. Well, it wasn't even double. It was a lot more than a million, but it wasn't 10 times the price or even double the price. It was more, but not that much more. So I think getting back to your point as well, the other things you can do is ask your insurance agent when reviewing your policy. So this is the latest information. Put it on them. Is there anything else you think that I should be insured for? Because under law, by asking that question, you're asking them for advice. They're advised to tell you if you're not covered for something in particular. So if you have something missed, let's say you have accidental damage in shipping, right? You have a forklift stabs and puts a hole somewhere, and your container's on the outside of the ship, and it sails from China all the way to the States, and your shipping container gets hit by the waves and the rain and whatever, and it leaks, and your stock gets damaged. So under a policy, I would recommend you'd have accidental damage, because I just know you'd want that. You just don't want damaged or missing. You want accidental damage as well. Well, you need to ask your agent that question, because they're going to need to check, because otherwise, if something happens to you and you told me I had accidental damage and I didn't, they got to solve that for you. There's a legal requirement that they need to sort those sorts of things out.
That's a great tip, Peter. Thanks for that. Yeah, I guess if you give them all the information, you're really going to be covering yourself. And that's where, once again, having somebody, rather than dealing directly with the insurance company, you're dealing with a broker who's, has to kind of go through and help you with all of those things. So that's a great point.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for live Q&A and bonus content after the recording at SellerRoundtable.com. Sponsored by the ultimate software tool for Amazon sales and growth, SellerSEO.com and AmazingAtHome.com.